to the roll call. Vivian? Jasenia's here, and she's out in the other room.
She's here.
I'm here. Francisco? Here. Clary?
Yes.
Alexandria?
Here.
Madeline isn't here yet, so we'll just wait for her when she gets here. Okay, so let's start with some order of business now. We have a couple of things we need to add. I would like to make sure that we add to new business, the polo shirts. Follow up on that. I'd like to also add. Huh? Would it be old?
Yes, I think it will be under our business.
I-
We discussed it with Victoria.
Let me rephrase that. I would like to put under old business the polo shirts. Also under old business, I would like to put a gala. As a follow-up. Also under new business, I would like to put secretary and the Miami Laker. Then I would like to move the Miami Laker to be moved up to just after public comments, because they're here to talk with us and we want to speak with them first. Anyone else have any other additions, deletions, referrals, slam dunks?
I have an addition for a new business, the Hope for Autism talent show.
Okey-dokey. Anything else? Anyone else?
And also an addition for like to see if the special need advisory board can collaborate with the cooking program that we have at Gigi's Playhouse.
Cooking programs that be under your business, sir. Okay, anyone else? Seeing that's all taken care of, let's go ahead and go
So
to,
wait, the bike rodeo is gonna happen in September or,
I don't know, we haven't heard back from them yet.
because I knew they have moved on, so, and I thought it was gonna be September, so if it's in September, it should be included, but no one.
No one has talked to us at all about the bike rodeo. Last thing he said was that they were planning to do it, but they have no idea if they're gonna do it. That's so, I mean, we can't plan around, we don't have an idea.
Oh, no, I just wanted to know if anyone had any update on that, because I remember it was for late September, so.
I asked and I haven't heard back yet, because I know the youth group's the one that's working on that. And I don't know, I mean, maybe you might have better insight.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here for that.
The bike rodeo, have they said they're gonna do it, not do it? Because we've been waiting to hear from them.
They have not confirmed a date. I know they're having conversations, but the date has not been confirmed.
Okay, so they need to keep moving it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's just keep moving it on, because we don't want to invest in the bike until we know we actually have the event happening. Otherwise,
To make a motion to add all references.
I know, I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was getting ready to do that, but then he asked about the bikes.
Sorry.
All right, so then there's nothing else. Nobody else wants to add anything else? Going once? Okay, good. All right, I'd like to make a motion to add all the new items that we have set in here, which includes the gala, the shirts, the secretary, the Miami Laker, Hope for Autism, the cooking program at Gigi's.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. That being said, we hit public comments. I don't see anyone for public comments in here. Do we have any online? She's on the agenda. Is there anyone online?
No, we don't accept them.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then with that being said, there's no public comments. We'll move on to the approval of the minutes.
Say something about the minutes.
Yeah.
The Arts for Autism, their invoice. They're not processing their invoice because of the minutes. Because I think the minutes, they don't say like who made the motion, who seconded. I really wanted Clarissa
She blocked out the room.
to see if that's
She
what
said
the
that-
issue is.
She had said that that's what, that was a problem too. We have to wait for her to come back.
Because,
Where's she?
the
Clarissa?
classes- The classes are gonna be starting soon and.
We have a question for you.
Mhm.
So, what is these are the minutes from last meeting. What is it because it's not written out saying who did the motion, who made the second, who made it pass?
Well, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So
Well,
you'll need to go back in. And you're gonna need to edit out all the ones that we did a vote on. And make sure to,
Like, for example, like approval of minutes, John made a motion to approve the minutes as presented. The motion was seconded by Vivian, all were in favor, period. That's it.
That's all I need to add?
And
Okay.
really, your minutes are a reflection of all the actions that were taken during the meeting. So that's really all you need to
Because I
know.
know I added the hope for autism, but I didn't add the motion part then.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
Okay,
so we'll need that fixed before they can get their check.
yeah, I'll do it tonight. I'll send it to you tonight.
Perfect.
So anything that's voted upon has to be included in the minutes. So everything that we vote on,
And
not just the minutes.
essentially, that is the only thing that needs to be in your minutes. Part. By law, that is the only thing that should be in minutes. Anything else that you want to add extra, just so that it's recorded that, you know, you're working on X activity, or that you're partnering with Gigi, or Hope for Autism, that other stuff that you want to add, it doesn't hurt to leave it there, but it's essential that your motions are part of. your
Okay,
minutes.
yeah, no, because I remember adding the hope for autism, but I did not add the motion part.
Mhm.
So, okay.
Arts for autism.
Right.
Okay, then, so you're gonna have to go back to all these that we did votes on, like the allocating for the, for arts for autism. So the event that we did with the town attorney, did we provide the snacks like we planned?
Yes, we did.
So we allocated money for that, so we have to put in a motion for that,
And his name is spelled wrong.
and his name is Bob.
And then
That's important.
the headphones for the July, so we.
I don't think we did that.
No, we
No, we
didn't.
didn't do it.
No, we didn't do that one. But we did allocate $100 for the park video and $100 for the SNAB registry videos for social media marketing. That will also have to be added for motions too. All the motions
Yeah,
actually.
I think I still have the paper, so yeah, I'll add it.
So those are the changes that we're gonna need to have done to this, is that we're gonna add all of the motions that are missing from the previous meeting and adjust the name for Lorenzo, so it's properly spelled.
Let's,
It's called the EJA, LLA.
so L.
COBIELLA.
Okay.
Anyone else see anything on the minutes?
Yeah, where it says allocate $100, it's boundless with a
Boundless.
Z.
Boundless, not bounteless. B-O-N.
In July, lowercase. U.
Anyone else? All right, so we all agree then, those are the changes that need to be done in the minutes? I motion we make the changes to the minutes.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Now, two things that are actually, there's two things in new business I wanted to make sure we moved up from the order of business. That one was the Miami Laker, because she's here to do a story on us and we want to give her some time. And the other one is the recording secretary. Because I know Francisco was thrown into this role and he really, you know, like you said, you did it because you did it. I don't know if you were here or not, but back when Victoria was with us, she let us know that we could not let Vivian continue being a secretary and vice chair at the same time. And at that time, we were short by 2 board members. We had nobody else. Clary and Francisco had said that they really weren't sure they could keep up with the minutes, they didn't want to do it, so we had no one else to do it, but then she said, doesn't matter, someone takes it or you don't meet, so Francisco took it. We've been waiting to get our other two board members to see if new board members would have an interest in being secretary. When I had talked with Vivian and we thought maybe that Alexandria, would you have an interest in being the secretary?
Yeah, definitely. I'll do it.
Okay, so you'll do it. So I would like to motion that Alexandria becomes our new secretary.
Actually, I think we have to, how is it?
Yeah, no, I think he was in the middle of doing that. He was
Yeah,
nominated.
I
He made a motion
nominated
to
her, and
nominate.
she accepted.
Okay, I second.
All those in favor?
And she accepted the nomination. That's fine.
So Alexandria, starting, would it be
Next
this meeting or next meeting?
Whatever you want.
You feel
to say.
comfortable starting this meeting?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I started thinking of it.
So she's taking over as secretary. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Just
as,
make sure you make those changes.
and as you
afterwards.
I'll do
know,
it tonight.
anything we vote on, you gotta put who,
Yes.
who seconded it.
That was my last note, add motion, who and what.
There you go. So now you know. So the
I'll send
motion,
you that tonight.
the motion was
Thank
done to make you secretary. So thank you and we appreciate it.
Thank you. Who and what, and also honor.
Yes. We very rarely have had a non-all in favor moment in our board. I think we all are here for that reason. We're caught up, let me know.
Go ahead.
All right, moving on. Our next new business item that we've moved up to the top is our friends from the Miami Lake Group. Would you like to take the time to introduce yourself and let everybody who doesn't know you
Yeah,
know?
of course. So, for those of you guys who don't know me, I'm Alexandra, I'm the reporter. We're just working on a committee spotlight, as I mentioned, to kind of spotlight these committees, get people interested and just, for those people who do need board members or, just need some help with things, just to know what's going on in town. Francisco and Alexandra have already spoken to me, giving me some good insight as to why they're here. So that's basically what we're doing. I'm just a fly on the wall listening to you guys and just seeing what you guys are talking about and the different organizations you work with. So
Good. Do you need a photo of us, right?
I took one while you guys were working. So you guys were in the process, I grabbed a quick shot of you guys working to get some motion in there.
Maybe you took it from back here. Did you see this bald head of
No,
mine?
I did it from the corner, don't worry.
I'm working on this.
They can Photoshop. Photoshop.
That's how my husband wants to be involved.
Well, do you need anything else from
No,
us?
we're
or-
good. So you can continue your meeting and if I have any other questions, I'll reach out either to you or I'll go to Claire's also if I need any help, but I think we're got a general idea of what's going on and what you guys are doing. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate
Well, no,
it.
and I appreciate you guys having me, so.
And anything you need from us, you always just let us know because
Yep.
we try to do a lot.
Mhm.
I would say that as a board, we're a little bit behind this year, mainly because we had a lack of, we lost a couple board members
Yeah.
and we've been trying to play catch up with the town council. Because
Yeah.
they've been so busy.
Yeah. I
So,
know.
now that we are fully staffed, I think we can start functioning
Mm-hmm.
and working towards some of our future goals, which are on our list here, which is doing an event calendar and creating events. 'Cause
Yep.
that's one of the things that we as a board have wanted to do, is start doing our own individual events that we can include other parts of the town in.
Well, to send those
So-
over to me so I can put them in our
You know
event
it.
calendar.
You know it. We'll
and
do
Any
that.
volunteering stuff, send it over to me. I'm always willing to take it, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We
Of course,
appreciate it.
thank you.
All right, moving on, let's go to old business. And we'll start with the budget update. How's the budget doing?
So I brought this, so you can see. Oh, I was gonna- Okay.
Wait a minute, is this my bank account?
I wish. Okay, so as you can see, we have $42,794.51 at the moment.
Mhm.
I did hear, right, about the 2,700 still hasn't come out from the programs. So that's gonna be going down a bit. And I wanted to suggest something.
Sure.
Okay, actually, I have two different suggestions. One of them being, we look at the buckets that we haven't taken money from and focus on doing things in those areas. And also maybe getting money from one of those buckets to allocate. So I would actually want to make a motion, because if you look at our community awareness, right now it's at 3,595.
Yep.
So we have 10,000 and three other ones, so we're kind of, so I open it up for discussion, and then I'll make my motion.
All right, discussion's open. I would say that some of these we've been holding off because we were waiting to try to put this together. So we had the staff to do it, like the social and recreation. No, that's not the word. I just lost my hand. Training, there it is, the training one. Because we were talking about doing these individual training programs in one of the community centers, and we were gonna need money for doing that, whether we pay for a guest speaker or if we were covering the expenses for it. And, we had originally planned to do that. I think we should do that. I think we should get back to a monthly training or bi-monthly training for the town for people to attend, now that everybody's comfortable with getting back in person anyway. Is everyone?
But are you referring to training, or are you referring to the parent, like the workshops?
It's the parent workshop, isn't it the
So
same thing?
would that fall into training?
Yes.
Or would that be community awareness?
I think that would, I think that would be
The-
training.
the-
Okay.
It would be training because we're helping to teach.
Okay.
But community awareness is more like, that's more like think of a banner. We're saying, here's
Yeah, usually it's
ideas.
for marketing. That's usually
Right.
what we use.
And the training would be, this is a training from that perspective, training for the town, training for individual
Sounds
groups, something like that. Social and recreation, and that was really the events that we were gonna do. We haven't done any of those yet, so once we start doing that, we'll be drawing from that one as well. Life skills and job skills. That's sort of kind of like that. We sort of kind of, I think we put that one, we made these buckets 3-4 years ago, didn't we? When we made that, didn't we intend for it to be an actual job training program?
Yeah, you can do like monthly meetings like that, of like getting someone to do like job skill training. Or like social groups. for
Now,
different ages.
Could it be that maybe we take away one of these buckets, like merge two together, that can be similar? Or should we just keep it, because I know we put it according to the FIU assessment that was done. That's why we created these 5 buckets specifically.
Yeah.
I think we should keep them, but move funds around. That can be,
Because I think the intention was, remember when we talked about this, we talked about Publix was supposed to open, and we were supposed to get a room within a couple of years. And that room was gonna be a place where we were gonna put together various groups that work in the area here that do job training for special needs individuals. And we were gonna give them space and promote and give an opportunity for the older adults with autism and with special needs to come up and start getting training. And the Publix thing fell out. And then we got another space or something we were supposed to get for us, but it's nowhere near gonna ever be built. And we need a lot more money to get that place built. So I think that when we built this, we were anticipating, because I remember the meeting with the mayor, we were all excited because it was, Publix is coming, our room is coming, give it 2 years, it'll be built. And that's not happening anymore. So when we created it with that intention that we were gonna put that bucket together so we could start spending that money on that program. And that program probably ain't gonna happen anytime soon. We could take the money from it and put it into community awareness, because we do a lot of more community awareness right now than the job. And I would be fine with that.
So from life and job skills, does that sound?
I think one of the ones that which is the one that has the least money in it, but it still only has $10,000, is the integrated service
Okay, so take from that one.
that we.
So what do you think if we take 5,000 from that? Would everyone be in agreement to put into community awareness? I mean, we are, gonna be getting more money now for the mayor's gala,
Yeah.
so
We can always.
we
put it
can
back.
always, and we can always change it, but I do see, the community awareness going low, and we still, there's things that we still wanna get done, so I don't wanna run short, so. Okay, so I make a motion to,
May I ask,
yes,
just for my knowledge, why do you feel the need to move money? How much are you planning to spend up until let's say, November, when the new money is gonna come in from the gala? Is it necessary, what I'm saying is it necessary to go through the motions of moving the funding?
I see what you mean.
Because come November, you're gonna have to do that exercise. You're gonna have to,
Okay,
you're getting a lump sum of, you know, I don't know, $20,000, $30,000. You are all gonna have to figure out, well,
how much is
what
going
bucket,
in?
right?
Okay, so then we could leave it like that. That's fine. Yeah, that.
Unless,
I didn't think there
unless
would
you,
be. I'm
unless you
sure it would be
feel.
November, because a lot of times we don't get the numbers till like after.
Usually in
I could-
November.
Yeah, it's
November?
November, because it's the last week of the fiscal year.
Yeah, November.
And once we pay all the, you know, the vendors and we make sure we have all the money in and everything out, it's about November.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and from
Yeah.
here to December, about how many more events are we gonna plan?
No,
At this
I
point,
mean,
yeah.
I think that, I didn't think about it, like, I did think the mayor's gala is coming, we're getting more money, but I was just, okay. Okay,
I would say this, instead of making a motion to move any money, why don't we work together and then we can make a motion to rename these buckets properly? Because we named them after the FIU study, just very, let me think of the word here, statistically, is that right? Because the guy who was in charge of our finances then was a banker. So he made it very like banker sounding. So when we go to it and we go to think what we're trying to use it for, we kind of get confused even ourselves. Because when they look at it, we're like, integrated services. What does that even mean? You know what I mean? So like, we need to come up with, I think we should come up with 5 real names for these buckets. That we can, that makes it more clear of what we're spending money on and what we're doing with it.
I mean, 3 of them I think sound good, which is community awareness, social and recreation, and the training. I think those 3 sound good. They're pretty basic in the sense that, you know, we could use it for many different things and it covers a lot. Now, the life and job skills, I don't know, and the integrated services I mentioned.
So community awareness, that's more of our marketing. That's us
Right.
getting information out to everybody. Training is gonna be our training. That's gonna be the training we do with the town, the training we do with the people of the town.
Yeah, the workshops,
Like seminars, workshops.
Right.
it'll fall out into that.
Social and recreation is gonna be events. So when we have an event, we need to pull money from it, that's where it should be coming from. So like the next time we pay for food for an event, if we do something with paying with a twist, that should come out of that bucket. from now on.
Mhm.
So then, what other stuff did we
I
do?
would say integrated services is the only one we should change the name.
I think life and job skills, I think we should change that to something like, community programs. Like if we do a class or, you know, like some type of program.
That should be like arts for autism.
Like the dance
Or even the
class.
martial arts. if we
Exactly,
come-
any type of
I
like
think that's a
program.
I like that
Uh-huh.
idea.
I do too.
Like me, like, we could, if we can build something like a basketball program. for
So that would be
Exactly,
under
any
that.
type of sports program.
Yeah, it's not a
Like, so just
training,
like
it's a program.
community
Or
Yeah.
just like a workshop, or like a clinic, mini clinic.
Can it also include the jobs?
Exactly, yeah, it would be a program for job skills, a program for, you know, but it's like a community program.
So then, what is integrated services? Or what was it
That
supposed
was,
to be?
that was supposed to be like having a one-stop shop, in the town, like an office or
That's
something
right, we were
where
gonna pay for a person to be there.
resources could be, you know.
Do we still want
people
to put that in, we still wanna do that, don't we? We still wanna eventually have somebody here in town that can answer questions.
I mean,
$9,000 is not gonna go far.
No, that'd be, I think that was one that we had to keep saving towards.
before it was, like we had discussed, you know, our liaison, you know, maybe having some office hours where people had questions or whatever, she could help them out. But I think part of, you know, part of the work we've done in that, section is building that resource page on the website.
On the website, kind of replaced it.
Right, because I mean, the town's not gonna hire somebody to, and set them up in an office just to, you know, answer special needs questions, all right?
Yeah, I don't see that.
The Elderly Affairs Committee has asked for a social worker for senior related services, and It's just, it hasn't made sense for us yet. Maybe when the senior center opens, then that may be a conversation worth having. But at the present time,
No.
yeah.
And I think, I think there's a lot of other community resources that are already there for parents to, for adults with special needs to,
Then can I make a suggestion and see what you guys think of this? Could we turn that bucket into the box where we start saving to build our center? Because that's something we're gonna have to pay for, is it not? That's what Joseph said. We're gonna have to, when we finally get enough money raised, we'll be building the special needs center. That's,
I don't know what that contract looks like or what it looks like, so I don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
Honestly, I think we have a center. We have, all these community centers that we already have. Once the senior center is built, those are gonna be empty. So
then we
I
don't
don't-
really need it.
see why we should put away money. I think we should use that money to fill the community centers that are gonna be
Yeah.
empty.
That's a lot of, I like that idea.
If that whole, land that the mayor talked about, finally gets developed, and we do get a space, then, like, when they break ground,
Well,
then
no.
I would think
No,
to
that,
start building,
that's
to
changed.
start saving
But
money.
the last time he talked to me, that's changed. What was our place was what was gonna be a Publix over there by
Right,
154. When that got canceled, he gave that spot to some other committee. And there was, I don't really know where it is, but I think it's over here somewhere. There was a piece of ground that's empty. That was gonna be our center and it was gonna be built from the ground up just for us.
No,
That's what he had last said.
yeah, so actually, the center on 87th Avenue and 154, in those deed restrictions or whatever contract is part of that build out, is for that, once the developer sells that land, he needs to provide us a shell for a senior center. It is for a senior center.
Right,
Now, because the Grams are developing the senior village, they are providing the town with a shell that they will build out for a senior center. Now, the town will have two centers, right? What the mayor has proposed is, since now the seniors already have a center at the senior village, let's change this other 87th Avenue 154th
so that
center
still is the place.
for special needs.
Okay.
uh,
Now
for
it
the
makes more
special needs.
sense. I didn't understand what he was saying because they just got all money. So that's
Yeah.
still our center. But it won't happen until a developer sells and a building gets built.
Correct.
Then, once it's built, are we gonna be responsible for doing
Well-
the inside construction to get it ready?
I don't know those details, but as it stands now, the language is for it to be a senior center.
And and what the mayor said is a proposal, which means that can go through or not. So, right?
For
Like,
the development,
yeah, like for it to be given to the special needs, like,
I mean, provided that the seniors already have a senior center, I mean, there's no need to have two on the west side of town, right? So what he's saying makes sense. Let's dedicate one to special needs, but I don't think that action has already taken place.
yeah, I agree with Vivian in that the money that we have, I think that we should, especially that's very true. Once the community centers are empty, then we have much more access to them.
Yeah,
and
we
can-
have amazing community centers, the youth
Mhm.
park is great, one of our, and,
Oh, no, I'm not
Yeah,
disagreeing.
of
with
course.
that. No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
The idea, because the conversation we had with him at the board before you guys joined, was that they wanted to actually have like a breakdown of a 4-area room where we could have a meeting area for parents, and then like a sensory room, that we could build sensory room for children with autism. It was supposed to be open for the town. So it's a long-term goal, and we would need to save for that in the future anyway. But like, I don't know where that stands, so if we don't have to worry about it, then let's not worry about it. I mean, because obviously it's not being built tomorrow, and this is probably gonna take a couple of years anyway. So then what do we?
So my question, so with the integrated services, what should we change that to?
That's what I was gonna say. What do we do with it? What can it be used for? What are we missing?
I think the one we use the most is the community awareness, so I don't think it would hurt to eliminate the internet.
Have you guys think about like maybe doing like a scholarship for like those parents don't have money to pay for their therapists?
We had talked about that a long time ago, didn't we, Vivian?
So can we make a little bucket for that? Just like a scholarship and.
I think in general, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
We
for,
have a
like,
bucket of
co-pays
scholarships.
and stuff like that.
That would allow us to be, we could do we could start working on a scholarship of our own or some type of program, and we could give out at Christmas. I don't know. I
And
mean,
I know Angela had come up with something also.
Yeah, she came up for the therapist. That we're going to
Yeah, that we're
FIU.
going to school, I mean, but that kind of.
So,
Like sometimes they do need like an ABA and not all the insurance pays for ABA. Or like sometimes they need like speech, which is the most important. And some, not all the insurance pays for that.
I think that's a good idea. What do you guys think?
And maybe just like once a year but like do a scholarship for like, we can say 2 kids, 3 kids, 5 kids.
Okay,
This is our budget and this is what we can do.
I think that works perfect. So then why don't we go ahead? I'm gonna make a motion that we change the name in our budget of integrated services to scholarships and life and job skills to community programs.
okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. So now we have a more clear understanding of what our buckets are gonna be helping us do, and we can start building around it. Thank you. Special needs registry, Mr. Amador isn't here, so I guess we'll have to just defer that till next meeting. Because usually he gives us an idea of how he's done with the applications and such. Has anyone heard from him?
Yes, he's
Oh.
doing the honor guard at the funeral of the police officer.
That's right, yes.
Caesar to her.
Okay, well, we'll check with him at the next meeting. It's not imperative. Everything seems to be going good. And once we get I know once Francisco gets the minutes taken care of, we'll be able to get the special needs registry video running again. Next thing up is flyers. So do you have any updates for us on the flyers? I know that last time,
You said her name.
Aisle,
Aye.
was it
Sora?
Io?
Yeah.
Io said she was gonna look into it because Victoria had a whole bunch of flyers we were working on, and we have no idea where they are now, like what the status of them
Oh,
are.
That did not sound too promising.
So, what do you guys wanna do? Do you wanna just?
What
defer
are
that?
the flyers? Can you provide me some information on these flyers?
We had a flyer that we were working on for the Miami-Dade School District.
That was supposed to be, I think, 1 page, size 8.5 by 11.
This lady over here was the one that was it.
And what was
The
the
Miami-Dade School
flyers?
District flyers. What was our last discussion on that?
They had sent it
I
back, that had to
said-
be changed.
Yeah, and then I also said that she was gonna try and submit the special needs one, the special needs registry, I'm sorry, the special needs registry and see how that went, so.
That they had a connection with the Dade County Public Schools and they knew the procedures and they were gonna contact who that was.
Yeah, but she was
They did
gonna,
the events.
yeah, but she was gonna first try the special needs registry
Right.
flyer, see if that went through before the other one. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can come to town so we can figure it out, because I think it's too up in the air. And then since
But
Victoria.
to provide the school, so when we send stuff to the schools, we need to go through the region.
Yes,
We have a government liaison there, that everything is funneled through her, Ms. Montaner. And she's very helpful, we send her everything and she's the one that kind of channels everything to the appropriate parties.
So that's what was supposed to have been done. It was supposed to have been sent to her.
What was supposed to be sent to her?
What was the flyer that you created?
because, no, I didn't create Victoria.
Victoria created it.
Victoria.
The
I-
information on the special needs registry?
It was the special needs registry, but it was also our flyer. And then she did our flyer, 8.5 by 11, and according to what was told to us, it was sent. But because it didn't have like our programs, like what, we have set up, which we didn't really have anything set up, because we were supposed to have a subcommittee meeting to talk about the different programs that we wanted to bring to the town, martial arts and whatever else, we were able to. So then we kind of put a hold on that one. And then she said, on our last meeting, she said she was gonna try and send the special needs registry flyer to see if that gets approved, and then we can send that to the schools.
Okay.
So I don't
It
know.
was too vague. It didn't have events, it didn't have what we really did, it didn't have the programs, and we weren't ready for that. So she said the registry is a done deal, everything's information on there. Let's go and submit the registry first. And then once that's approved, then we can come back. Because they were under the impression that it was one time and every time we send them something, it's gonna be approved. And that's not how it goes.
Right.
It's each item has to be approved separately.
I'm glad she's here. You know the rules, you know everything that's going on. So that was one of the flyers. And then we were also supposed to have was it 5x6 or 8.5 by 11?
4x6 or 4.5 by 6.5, one of those two sizes. Flyer for the registry.
Something that was about the registry so that we could leave it at businesses that are here in town. And they could-
Like a club flyer size.
And it was like a postcard, Officer Amador was the one that he has his little sample, he goes, maybe we can expand this one to make it more available, more understanding to the community instead of a little card. He had a good sample, but again.
That was a 4x6 or 4.
He made it a little bigger than what he had already.
So that was the two flyers.
Okay.
You could, if you want to, we can talk via email, and see where that's at. 'Cause I know you guys have a lot going on with all the changes that are happening, so. We just want to make sure we get them, especially the 4x6 ones, so we can get them out to the businesses.
Can I go real quick back to the budget?
Yes.
Which bucket helps with whatever needs to be done for the mayor's gala?
None. The
None.
mayor's gala is funded through the mayor's gala, so everything that we raise,
Gets
all,
paid,
any
anything?
expenses, it's a lot of in-kind donations.
Right,
But
right.
any expense that would be generated from that event is paid through the ticket sales and sponsorships.
So net proceeds will be,
Yes.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right? Takes care of flyers. All right, moving on to event calendar. Now, guys, now that we have a full team, I think the only thing we were missing was a liaison to be able to do this with us. We still want to have our subcommittee meetings so that we can start creating ideas and events. Because on our event calendar, we wanted to create, what event we can be at, what events we can put together, what programs we want to offer. We don't have any of that stuff ready because we do all this stuff in this meeting. So, is it possible for us to get a date for a subcommittee?
Mhm.
Okay. Is everybody, what, you guys want to do another Wednesday like we do here? Because this seems to work for all of us. Wednesday's almost the same time. If you can find us another Wednesday, I know we have, here's my calendar. I know we have our next meeting coming up in 2 weeks. So we're gonna be back here in 2 weeks.
Okay,
What
I
time?
think because we want to bring in people, like for example, martial arts instructor, I think we need to give it at
We
least
need
a
at least a
month,
month, right?
at least, so.
So
they can put
September
it on,
21st or 28th?
Or maybe more, I don't know, whatever you guys think. Well, it would be good before the gala.
Because then
I
you can,
think-
you can announce it. yeah.
Yes.
What
'cause
time
then
is
we
the
can think
gala?
about that.
The gala
The
is
24th.
the 24th, so we would have to do it on the 14th. Which is
I
the
mean, it
week
doesn't have to be, I was just thinking it might be a good idea, because then when, like at the gala, oh, and what are you working on? Oh, well, we just had a meeting and we, martial arts or this and that,
So we,
I don't know. What you
yeah, and
guys-
how soon, if we, our next meeting is the 7th.
Wednesdays are gonna be tough unless you just make your special needs subcommittee that day of your regular meeting. Because all the other Wednesdays, I'm looking at the calendar, they're all booked. And September is a very tough month because we've got council meeting, two budget workshops, two budget hearings, excuse me. Plus,
Plus, we have our own meetings as well.
Why don't we just take our next meeting and just dedicate it to events and timing? We can just take everything else off the agenda and just focus on that. Except for anything that's popping up that we're already doing. Would you guys be okay with that?
When's our
Alright.
next meeting, the 7th?
The 7th of September, so it's 2 weeks from now. That would be perfect. If we get all this stuff cleared out today and all we have on our agenda for next meeting is just basic stuff that we're gonna be working on, if anything needs to be donated to Hope for Autism, et cetera, then we can actually take the rest of the time and talk about ideas, just brainstorm ideas of what we want. If you guys have any people you want to invite to that meeting, invite them. And send me an email, let me know so that I can put it in our agenda. If we don't invite anyone, it's fine, because we can sit here and brainstorm ideas. That's another thing we need to do. We need to be able to do that, because that's one of the things we're missing in putting these events together, is knowing what we actually want to do with the event. Is everybody cool with that?
And I think it would also be good to know what events are gonna be happening within the town, so that we can also piggyback on that, or, whatever events, so we can put that on our calendars also.
All right,
So-
so I'll print out the town calendar of events up to what, January? For January?
That would be a
Sound
good
good?
idea, I think.
Okay, I'll bring that with
And
us.
then,
We'll,
I'd
we'll
say
provide
February.
you, we'll provide you all the events that have been calendared so far.
Even better.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, because then,
All right.
there we can talk about.
So we're meeting September 7th at 5:30?
Yeah, it'll be a regular meeting, and then in that meeting, we'll just do a brainstorming session of events and try to get some ideas of what we can put on. And if we can approve a couple on that meeting, then we can go to the gala saying, here's events we've already approved.
Because I think that, that's why we're doing the gala.
Agreed.
Alligator.
Depends on what part of
Tomato,
what
tomato.
state you live in. One last thing for old business is the gala, whatever you want to call it, gala. In Missouri, it's called galas. And the gala, Joseph wanted to know if we've had any progress with talking to anyone yet about bringing in donations or
Okay,
sponsorships.
unfortunately, I've been sick and I've been out. I'm hoping tomorrow I can catch up on all that. I remember the last meeting I attended, we were supposed to split up things, and they were gonna get me a letter for some of the people that I know.
He did send the letters. He sent us an email and letters.
Okay,
you know
I
what?
didn't get it.
I will make sure you get that.
Well, tomorrow when we have that other meeting,
Yeah, I'll make sure you.
so
still have it.
I need a recap of the last meeting.
As far as the breakdown of the places, we didn't do that yet. So we should do that right
He
now.
also said he was gonna go over like all the vendors.
Right.
And all the sponsors that he already had, because he wanted to like talk to them first.
Well, let's have him do that
And then-
tomorrow's meeting then. So,
Yeah, to know where he actually already sent
Yeah.
emails or anything like that, so we
And
don't
map
double.
and-
let's have him do a.
You can
something
always,
on the list.
you can always follow up. Don't feel like because he talked to them that you, as a member of the board, can't follow up.
And you guys are all on the WhatsApp, right? We
Yeah,
have a WhatsApp with Joseph.
I'm not on it.
You're not on it?
No, I'm not on it.
Who's not on it? Besides Alexandra and Clary? Just you two? Okay. I'll make sure to add them, and then Madeline, I'll make sure you get a copy of the stuff he sent over. But as far as that's concerned, the only one we didn't do, go ahead.
No, I wanted to say something about the gala. Every year we've done a video that we show at the gala. I feel like we have a lot of video content that Johnny from Johnny Jones has done, that I was wondering if it would be okay to ask him to maybe put something together for us to show at the gala.
So we just have to pay
That
him?
he has, that Connie has, or that you will provide to him?
That he should have a lot of content between
The park.
the park, the registry,
the registry.
the
But
dance class.
The okay, the dance class, the boundless playground, yes. The registry without sound does not look,
Right,
it kind of looks scary
yeah,
because of the police presence and
I mean, I don't know.
He did that,
Without
remember he did the
sound.
video at that event we
if-
did.
No, but I wanted it to have sound.
not
You won't
just,
be able to hear
not
that.
just looping.
I mean. No, No, because they're planning to have the logo moving all night. I'm saying there's a part where the mayor comes and he
And
talks,
speaks
and
on-
then we do a video presentation where the music stops. And last year,
Oh.
we did, it was like a collage of pictures with music, and then like the video for the special needs registry, but there, there was sound. So I
Yeah,
We
thought,
showed the special needs registry last year.
yeah,
yeah, we did.
Mm.
Now I remember that.
that little collage. And like a little collage of pictures, which I think Brandon had done like
Yeah.
for the previous year. So I thought maybe we could, have like a compilation of pictures or like little videos with like background music, so it's not silent.
Mhm.
And then maybe show the registry video at the end, maybe like an edited version, so it's not so long, just like something to show everybody, okay, this is where your money's going,
I gotta-
dance class, some other pictures from our painting with a twist events, other workshops.
I have an
so they
idea.
see-
Let's do a voiceover. Why don't we take the videos that we've already done, let's have him do a splicing of
A montage.
a montage of
Right,
things.
like
And then
that's
I can do a voiceover with him if he gets with me soon. Like we did with the park, where we just talked about the park. We could say the Special Needs Advisory Board has been working on the following. A registry that allows our families and communities, so it's just something, like they show at those big events. It's those kind of like, it's this, the video, but it's.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So prepare something like that, and then we could, hopefully he could have it done early, so when they start like advertising the gala, that video can be promoted and there could be a donate button. We talked about this
All right.
about the gala meetings, like when, social media, that, we could post that video, it could be a donate button. So like, like residents and, hopefully,
So what do we need to do to
wealthy
do it?
people or, can donate, even if they can't go to the gala, oh, let me donate, I know he also has a, that he must go from Gigi's.
Yeah, the
Also.
cooking program.
Yeah, the cooking program, so all those things make a nice video with that, and people can donate.
And I think I should do some testimony too from the families that are already doing like a dance class for autism, like the cooking and baking, like some
That would be good
testimonies
too.
from parents, how they
That
feel.
would be.
Do we have any of those events coming up between now and?
Well, that's for the gala, so we would have to speak that with Joseph, but that's a great idea.
Are any of those, it's a cooking event and the dance event, are they coming up before the gala? Is there any weekend?
They already have the footage.
Oh, they have interviews with the parents?
Oh, no, the interviews with the parents, no, but the
Oh, we
footage
can-
of the dance class,
He can
yeah.
film at Gigi's and he can film at the Hope for Autism that's coming up.
Yeah.
So he
But
can film at those two
He
places.
has some testimony from some of the parents from, and he can use those. I can get the approval from the parents if you wanna show those videos.
So
I,
a montage of what we're doing with the voiceover and a couple of parents in between. So like, we talk about this, and then we go into a parent
We have to
interview.
have some type of
This
time
parent
limit
interview.
to give Connie to work with, like.
I don't want people sitting there for 5 minutes.
Exactly, that's the thing,
But
like,
you-
it can't be too long because then.
Not too
Your,
long.
your
know,
typical
maybe
video
like-
for that kind of a promotion is 55 seconds to a minute and a half.
Mhm.
I would say 55 seconds is better. A 1 minute, a 1 minute video would be better.
Yes,
That
I
sounds
just-
really short.
Yeah.
Like to put-
Yeah,
if
but
we're
it's
gonna
not that
put in,
short.
like,
He
somebody-
can.
I know,
90% of
I know.
Americans' attention span is 6 seconds.
I
They
show
went down.
you, I show you where a
Like
guy
that,
did,
at least
It went down, you know.
and he did it
I'm in
really
radio, I can
quick.
tell you.
No, but I mean,
6
it's,
seconds.
but we're showcasing what we've done, like, I
Yeah.
would,
And the average people will watch about less, they won't even watch a minute video on TikTok or Instagram. But we got people in front of us and they're probably playing the casino and you're gonna get them to stop what they're doing to pay attention. You gotta keep them in
He did
suspense.
this, and it was just a minute, like, just like you say. And it was just a minute,
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
and it was straight to what they do. And just the sponsoring,
The
thank you.
Valentine's Day thing,
Right.
should be in there.
And it looks like it's 1 minute. That's it.
We have the painting with the twist events, we have that, Gigi's, we have Hope for Autism, we have the dance class, we have, you know.
So we need to
So
do a
they see
storyboard.
the money is going,
Do we have
You
to
know,
allocate the
for
funds
community.
for him to do it?
I would think so, just in case.
yeah, just in case he might.
So then we need to have him, we need to, we're gonna need to say this is gonna need to be said, so we wanna put this together. Does Donnie need, does the city pay Donnie, the town pay Donnie for his video work, or do we need to pay him if we want him to do something?
You would pay him if you wanted to do something.
Does he have to give us a quote for it, or can we just allocate a certain amount of money? What's like a typical,
I would make a motion to allocate no more than $500.
so what, 450? No more than 500, you said?
No more than 500.
Should we just do 500 then?
No, no more than 500.
So 500 would be the limit.
And then it goes back to us, we don't use it.
How long, we were kind of going back and forth of how long should the video be? Because we have to give him some type of guidance, like, okay, a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes.
I would say like 60 seconds.
Mhm.
60 to
I told
90
you.
seconds max.
People don't pay attention to anything longer. than that.
People are at a party,
Yeah.
and the information that you're trying to share, you want them to pay attention, and you don't want to lose them.
I think it should be a minute. I think it should be a minute and
But if you want people to see it more, like maybe you could put like a hashtag and then it continues like in their phone. Like you can create a hashtag of the video and then just share with everyone, like take a picture and then people share the video.
Why don't we
Like,
email that
my
video
main
to everyone
purpose
that buys a
was to have
ticket?
something with the donate button. Something to
Uh-huh.
share that
Yeah.
has the donate button, so people who can't go to the gala
When-
or.
Uh-huh.
Or even after
When
that,
people
I'll
buy the
just-
tickets, can we email them when they get the receipt by email saying thank you? They should receive that video with the button to donate.
we have to get the video done first. And he can take up to a month to do the video. Video producers aren't fast.
Yeah, I
He's
mean, but
pretty fast.
this
Yeah.
is good, this is.
And
this
he-
is
he
what
He has a
somebody
lot of
has-
roll, he has a lot of B-roll and
He
a
has
lot of
good
footage.
content,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
All
something
we
I'm pretty sure
really
they'll knock
is
out quick.
The voiceover, the script, your.
Mhm.
I can write that up. Just hang on a minute. Let me get some ideas of what we need to have in there. So registry, Gigi's Dance Park. From video perspective, from picture perspective, would be painting with a twist. What else?
Do we have any
Arts
video of
autism.
that or just photos?
I have some video from my phone.
You can share it with him and he
Okay.
can include it, because I think
Mhm.
videos are just
Are better, I know
are
they are.
so much better.
I don't know if the quality will be what he wants, but I'll send it to him. We do have lots of photos from that event. What other events?
Arts for, the arts for autism.
I have that in here. That's the dance
Okay.
class, right?
Yeah.
What other stuff did we do this year? So
You put Hope for Autism too?
oh, and did we
The
take any
cooking class,
pictures?
like-
I have Gigi's on.
Well,
there.
there's pictures
Mhm.
that were shared. I mean, we could get.
And also,
Just from that
when the Guardian,
For
they
the whole
came,
process.
talk about the
and the
guardianship
parades.
and everything, do we have pictures of that? We do have pictures.
Of what?
When they came to do, the talk for the guardianship,
Yeah,
Hello.
and the lawyer came.
Well, that's true, that's something else.
yeah, have those.
I think that's pretty good. If we think of anything else, just send it along.
Right.
So we want to have him do a video. It's gonna be 1 minute. Once we put these pieces together and he has it organized, he can let me know and I'll write a script to say what we did for each one of these pieces. So,
Now I have a question.
yeah,
When it comes to, remember, I'm now thinking with my school hat on, when it comes to the videos and stuff, when there's children involved, are you gonna need approval from whoever, whichever pictures you took?
We've
To
already,
allow?
we've already obtained those. So anybody that attends our events, they have to sign a waiver and a photo release is included. Those,
including all those kids or the painting with a twist, everybody?
Yes.
yes.
And then
The
videos
dance
also,
classes
yeah.
well.
Any town event we do.
And the hope for autism.
Mhm.
Okay,
Good
good.
check.
No, but great question.
Ours is a media release, you got permission, you got permission.
All right, then. So then what we need to do is make a motion that I make a motion that we give me a second. I make a motion that we have Gani create a 1-minute video montage of what we've done for this year, including the registry, Gigi's events, dancing with the Arts for Autism, the park, Rick's the restoration, painting with a twist, Hope for Autism, and the lawyers event that we had done where we have releases for everything.
And I'll tell you, and anything else.
And
just in
anything
case.
else that might be available from events that we have done that have permission. And I would like to allocate $500 for that to be
Up to
produced.
500,
I
no
second.
more than.
No more than $500.
And what was the other thing I was gonna? And can it be, instead of a flat 1 minute, can it be up to a minute, up to 90 seconds? Just in case he's like, I can't bring it down to a minute.
So here's the two things. The one thing, we could set it, we could do that, that's fine. Or if we let it set it at a 1 minute max, then I know for a fact we can upload it to Instagram. If it's over a minute, we can't. It has to be over 2
I think
minutes.
90 seconds is Instagram.
They,
Yeah,
They've upped it?
Upped it.
'Cause it was 60.
recently, Yeah.
oh, never mind.
Yeah.
So up to a minute now,
So,
Up
no,
to-
up to
Up
90 seconds.
Up to 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Yes, and no more than $500.
Does that work, everybody?
I'm sorry, it's just,
No, you're fine.
I've done videos like for school and stuff, and it's like 1 minute, I'm like, I need 5 more seconds, and then we gotta go back, and it just.
Try matching that with the top of the hour. No, you got 3 seconds of video. We don't have it. Go live.
How long was your video for the park? How long was it?
I think that was a minute.
And that was
The-
perfect.
The boundless playground?
Yeah, that was a minute. So up to 90 seconds, up to $500. Again, with the second.
I second.
All those in favor? Motion passes. All right, so that takes care of that video. Let's follow up with Gani and can you do an email between us so that I can talk to him and let him know, look, here's what we were thinking and here's what we need to do. Here's my videos. What do you need from me? Okay, moving on to new business. Let's,
Polo shirts.
oh, that's right. You said that it's old business. Okay, next old business, polo shirts. So we were supposed to get polo shirts with the
Oh, that
special
was
needs
old
advisory board
business.
logo on them, but we've never gotten them.
Okay, I'll follow up.
Let's get you fresh sizes so that we don't, because I don't, it could be lost somewhere. So
And I'd say let's go ahead and allocate just in case.
I thought we did that already.
We did, but.
Who doesn't have a shirt? Okay.
You're the only one with the shirt.
The original.
So, Francisco, what is your size?
Put 2XL.
2X. Alexandria,
Medium.
Clary,
Medium.
Becomes the problem person. Is this men or female?
I think they're all
Yeah,
different.
This is a 2XL female. And I'm like, "Whoa, XL male, perfect for me.
Madeline,
XL male,
This is an extra large. This is not special needs advisory board. This is
Right.
elderly affairs, but.
yeah, extra large.
okay,
This one is 2X, right? And it's not gonna work.
okay, so then,
Female are different, we tailor it a little bit.
and you guys have shirts, you're good, right? 'Cause the logos and everything haven't changed, so we're the same.
You still have shirt, right? You still have shirt.
When Claire something's over here, I'll give her the numbers, then we can move on. Meantime, I'm going to order McDonald's. So my kids can eat while I'm here. Claire, Claire saw the sizes that we need. are two extra large, no, sorry. Two
Two XL.
two XLs, one XL, and two mediums. No, I think that's it for that.
Say that again,
Special needs advisory board and the town over.
Yeah,
say that again.
one XL, two XLs, and two mediums.
Oh, you don't have a shirt. Hey. Oh, cause I thought he said, I'm like, don't you have one? Okay.
No, I borrowed hers for the video. So that's it for that. Okay. Moving on, new business. Let's start with the new stuff we've added. So,
Hold on, do we need to allocate or since that was back?
I don't think, do we have to allocate for the polos?
Just tell me what line item you're purchasing from,
It would have been, I
Community
think we
awareness.
allocated.
community awareness.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
maybe we're-
Okay, so now back to where we were here. Hope for Autism.
Yes, so they're having their talent show.
No, I'm sorry.
And I wanted to make a motion to sponsor Etapa Roberto Alonso for community center and to sponsor the food for the event.
All right, so
There's like 150 people. So
did you have an idea of what you wanted to allocate?
What?
$900. We got quotes for pizza for the kids, and the yellow rice with the chicken, arroz imperial for, and plantains, maduros for the
Not
adults.
complete without it. It's not complete without it.
Yeah. So it comes out to roughly $900.
All right. So we're just gonna sponsor it and then we're gonna give them the money for the food?
We'll go pay with the credit card. The town's credit card, like I always do. Not our own.
And isn't it better to give them a check for $900? No,
Is it all
I
one
feel
company
more-
or
I
two
feel
different
more
companies?
comfortable just going and paying.
And it's October 8th.
Yeah, it's okay.
Remember the good time, you know? What the hell?
Did you make a motion?
I make a motion to sponsor the Hope for Autism talent show. $900 for food.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Gigi's cooking program. You're up next.
These are new things, right?
Yeah, these are new under new.
Okay.
We added them.
We have a cooking program that is 6 weeks long, and we have about 12 participants. And everybody gets like the chef
The apron.
outfit, the apron. And we also every day, every Monday, we cook a different dish. And we have an occupation therapist that does the class and also a chef. And so the whole program is kind of like a little expensive, but what we like And I propose is for like the town just to help us with the materials that we need for like that specific 6 week, like the food and like some of the utensils that we're gonna be using.
And it's open to anyone, right?
It's open to anyone.
How many,
And it's,
how many seats do you think you're gonna have available for the kids?
We have 12 participants for every 6 weeks. So we started our first 6 week, it ends on the 31st, like next week will be the last one. And then
You're gonna do it
there's a
again.
break for like 2 weeks and it starts again.
What do you think the
With
cost?
new kids or?
Depends, because if
okay.
they do, there's no new kids and the ones that they were doing it before, they wanna keep doing it. We also let them do it.
What's
And
the
it's only
We
for
open,
kids?
but we open a link, so we open a link that the parents, they get registered. We also ask, if they have allergies or they have any food that they cannot tolerate, and so there's like a little link that they go and they register. So whoever is registered, those are the kids that are gonna come to the class.
What's the age limit?
The age starts from like 13 and up.
And the limit is 12 participants.
12 participants.
And what do you
Yeah.
think the cost that you're gonna need is to get
So,
covered?
so for the food, for the 6 weeks, so like we did a budget, and actually Francisco was the one that did that budget. But for the whole budget of having the food, because we have to buy, we also bought like a little cooking, or like we bought a couple ovens. So we also bought like a lot of utensils, like also cups, plates, everything. It was like $11,000 for like the first time. But just the food, I have the breakdown, but I would say no, not more than $1,000 just for those 6 weeks, because we do groceries and they're like fresh food. Because also we wanna do things that are like nutritional for them. So everything that the chef cooks is like fresh oregano, fresh tomatoes, fresh pasta. Everything is fresh, buy it in the same day from Publix.
I remember,
So-
and that program, when I did the breakdown,
Mhm.
I did it was a longer program, so I did it was a 10-week program.
Mhm.
And I had budget of $300 a week
Mhm.
on groceries, being a 6-week program.
Mhm.
And also you're gonna have a lot of younger kids, because that one was an adult program, which was completely different.
Mhm.
I think the budget I had done for the kids program was about $200 per week on groceries.
Mhm.
And you already have most of it, and that's including paper cups, paper plates. They have already most of the equipment, which is the ovens and everything, so our 200 was including all the plasticware and the cups and food, which is not bad.
All right, let's open this up for discussion. Obviously, remember, Clary, if we were to sponsor it, the town requires that when we sponsor it, our name has to go on it.
Yes.
So we say it's an
So-
event presented by
So,
us.
okay, so the aprons, like for example, like, they cost, I can show you like, how much it costs for like the logo and everything to be printed, so we can actually do the aprons that says, special need advisory, with like in the little hat and also
That's cool.
here.
Okay, perfect.
And it will, it's just it's sponsored by collaboration, like right now we have a Baptist Hospital is collaborating, it's also like our
Just add our
partners.
logo to it.
In Baptist Hospital, it's like the whole logo is everywhere.
Okay.
They also get like a little plate also, they were partners for the cooking program. And if they continue to be partners, there will be like a nice, in the big house
Okay.
with the partners.
Discussion, folks. Any ideas, comments? Lillian?
I just wanted to express my support for this program because my son took part in it.
Love it.
And, he did really well, and it's a beautiful program. I mean, I completely support the item.
So I'm hearing that it's about $1,000 for food. And what would you say the cost for the aprons are gonna be?
I think every logo where we do it, it was like $10, right?
I was already gone by
Okay.
then,
So it was
but
like $10 per logo, so it was like 12 kids, it's like
120.
120.
120.
In the aprons, I bought it in Amazon, which I believe was like. I can
40,
find them here.
$30 or $40 for all aprons.
I think it was like 12 for like.
I think for some
Uh-huh.
space to give you guys some room to do what you are doing, we could
Uh-huh.
easily allocate $1,200.
That's what I was gonna say, $1,200 instead of $1,000, because when you break it down by week, the 200 comes out to
Mhm.
$1,200.
Bingo. Okay, so then, I think this is a good, and obviously you participated, we all know it's good, we love backing people here in our community, so I would say that I make a motion that we sponsor the Gigi's cooking event with a $1,200 donation for them to eat the food and to put our logos on their aprons, and we can pull it from the community programs bucket.
I would say the training, but since it's a cooking class.
But it's it's community program.
Ah, okay.
Right, I was gonna
Sorry,
say,
when you just said community, I was thinking
life and job
awareness.
skills,
I-
previously known as life and
Right.
job skills.
Yeah.
Now it's community
Community
programs.
Do I have a second?
Yeah,
Yes.
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Congratulations.
And then the
we're-
$900, we never said what bucket we're gonna get it from. But I would say community
Community
programs.
I would
programs.
say, so, no, I would say social and recreation.
Oh, that's
Uh,
true, because it's a.
Oh, that's great. Never mind.
Talent show party.
So it was $1,200?
Yes.
For
Can you s-
Gigi's.
You're gonna have to send me an invoice so that I can process.
Yes.
The sooner the better.
And the other one was 900. That was
Yeah, I
for,
got that one.
Yes,
all right.
What, 6
Which
weeks,
bucket was the
one class a
900?
week?
it's one class a week.
Mondays.
For 6
Social,
weeks.
social
It's
and
Monday.
recreation.
Monday from 5 to 6:30.
Thank you.
An hour and a half class. And they
I
cook.
wish you did it for younger kids.
We want to do it for younger kids, so.
So my son's getting there. Don't worry. He's 11 now, just 2 more years.
Yes.
All right.
We actually have a destination discovery, which is on Wednesday, which is, it's not called the cooking, but it's for kids and they do cook. And it's done by an occupation
I need
therapist.
to get my calendar up to date now that I'm starting to do things with the kids again. Okay, the next thing on our list is webinar trainings. I think that was something you asked for.
Yeah, but it's,
Uh,
No, yeah,
they're kind of like under that already.
Oh, so did we just,
The
just,
different
it was just
trainings.
something in there?
The, yeah,
The
After,
workshops. I
the
guess.
vocational rehab workshop.
okay.
is the,
So- What is Dade County Adult Education?
Okay, remember that meeting that you couldn't attend? You asked me to go to. the
Yes,
lady from-
with the lady that contacted the mayor.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, so I went and I met with her. And she took me to see this program in Hialeah, the city of Hialeah
Let me
program,
catch them up.
adult program.
there's a lady who works with this program who reached out to Mayor Sid, who reached out to me and told me to go see what they're up to. And she's got a program over in Hialeah and she wants to bring it here into Miami Lakes. I couldn't go that day and I asked Vivian to go, so she went. So basically she got a tour of what they do. It's for the adult.
It's an adult program. It's the city of Hialeah runs it. It's at Bucky Dent Park. It's 20, actually, I think it's 18 and up, like all the way to 100. So what Miami-Dade County Public Schools does is they provide a teacher at no cost to us to do like the instructional part of the program, like the lessons, but then we would have to come up with the recreational part of
And
the
the
program
location.
and the location. So I was thinking, I know Audrey is trying to start an adult program. So she has the recreational part of the program. So if we were to marry those two together, give her a free teacher. And she provides like the therapist and, you know, the dance and art part of the program. Then we could start a program.
And she's already approved by the town. So
That would be
that's a
perfect.
big plus.
Right.
So that is very
I
good.
wanted to run that. If, you know, if we want to explore this further.
Is this
you know,
something we
this
should
is like
talk
in the
about?
beginning stages.
Should we start like working on a plan for it if we want to do it in the next meeting when we have our planning events? We can figure out where we want to put it, get a space for it, that kind of et cetera. I think that's something we should.
I would say yes, between September and October meeting, we could do that.
Now, Clarissa, is this something that the council would have to approve? Or since they've already approved, like for us to do programs with this, like count as one of the programs or?
She'd be using one of the community centers. Yeah, I think it would, should go through the Parks Department.
The Parks Department,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that they should be included in the next meeting.
Mhm.
Okay,
And
so
Miss Audrey,
we should
see if
invite
she's-
her and the Parks Department to our September 7th meeting. Okay, how do we do that?
Jeremy, right?
Jeremy.
I'm not as good as Jeremy.
We just,
now the thing is. If we decide to do this, like. The town has to, like Parks and Rec kind of has to like run that program. Or like, not run it, because it would be Miss Audrey running it, which she already has a contract with the town, with Parks and Rec. But they would still kind of have to like oversee it.
I think we'd have to oversee it too, wouldn't we? One of-
Could it be
one or
kind
two
of
us
like
have
the
to be
martial
there.
arts that program and the?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's
We have
kinda
to,
like-
I don't want to speak on Jeremy's behalf.
Yeah, like we would have to meet with them and see like what are the requirements and
Yeah, all
what.
the bullet
And
points.
if we can have like a space that's available, because that's like a Monday through Friday, you know, 8 to 3 program.
So,
All right, so let's have them come join us on our September 7th meeting.
Do you have all the information for you? Because maybe you want to have a conversation, a meeting with Jeremy.
I mean, the only information that I was given is that they will provide Miami-Dade County Public School teacher, certified teacher. That's what they take care of. That's all they take care of. They'll send us a teacher every day from 8 to 3. You know, and she has like the lesson plan, and then, you know, somebody else, which Leah, which we have outsourced Arts for Autism for that, would have to, you know, supply like the fun part, the recreational part, you know, the arts, music, you know, of the program.
It's like a little class.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a
And how
It's
many
an adult
students,
day program.
how many students can be in it? Is it unlimited?
That, I
It
mean,
can't be.
well,
Yeah.
no,
Teacher.
it's
Wow, with one
not
teacher
enough,
can. I would imagine you can only have up to, what, four or five?
probably.
But I'm sure if we had more interest that they could send another
But Miss
teacher.
Audrey has her own staff of therapists. That's how she did the summer program this year.
the VR,
No, that's Miami-Dade County Public Schools. They actually have adult programming, which I was very.
I mean, the good thing
interested
is
in
they already
finding
know how to
out.
run it.
Right.
Like they know, you know, like.
Like, all they do is send the teacher. They provide the teacher, we don't have to pay that salary.
Yeah, then we need to have a
They
meeting
take
with
care
them.
of that.
but isn't the Miami-Dade County schools, Patty? Isn't the Miami-Dade County schools on special needs up to 21 years old,
22.
22?
You know, they have an adult.
But they have-
provide.
but this is for-
adult-
Yeah, but
This
City of
is a-
Hialeah,
this
not
is a-
Miami-Dade County
yeah,
Public Schools.
This is the city of
Is it?
Hialeah
No, no,
and
It's
Boca.
It's
Miami-Dade.
Miami-Dade County.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
it's
the ladies'
under
one.
They have an
Miami-Dade County.
adult education.
It's an
uh,
adult educational
section.
center, yeah. And they have from, I think that starts from 18 and up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know you had the program.
Mhm.
That was really cool.
I didn't either.
I thought so, because I remember her saying something about that to me too. I was confused. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I thought you guys
That
started.
could help out a lot of like, young adults.
This is why we wanted to do it, you know, so, I mean, what do we need, we just need to meet with Jeremy, should we meet with him separately or have him come to our next meeting?
I think we should meet with these people
I-
first
yeah,
to kind of
Well, she
learn a little
did.
bit more.
That's what she did, was
Yeah.
she
Yeah,
took a
there's
tour with us.
Miami-Dade County Public Schools, there's nothing else to meet with them about.
Okay.
We need to figure out if we want them to send a teacher or not.
And if we have the space and all of that.
So once we
can-
figure all of that out, then we would contact them and, you know, I don't know if Parks and Rec would require them to sign something.
And what is it
like-
that the Audrey has now?
That's what in the
She
day.
has a program, okay, that technically has not started because, you know, she hasn't had that many people signing up.
No.
I
So,
can do it, but. I
Is
don't
her
know if
doing
they
the
will
day
have-
too?
have- They're gonna do it, they wanna do it every day?
Now, she already
but-
has established the Arts for
Well, she-
Autism, which is
Pero
the
también we
dance
can get you
class.
kids for
That
young
that
adults
happens
who are
on
Every day.
Saturday. No, that's on
Saturday.
Saturday. Well, when it starts again, because it
Right.
stopped and now, yeah, so that is already established, but this would be something
But
But
yeah,
they have
that she's
to-
had like in the
Doors is
works, it just
they
hasn't
wanna do it
it's
in
not,
the community
you know,
center.
in
Well,
fruition.
the other meeting
So
they
this
charge.
would be, they would get
but
together
if
and then.
Doris is
make it
there,
happen.
then you cannot.
And this is actually something that we've been talking
Doris is
about
still there?
pretty much since,
We started,
pretty much since we
The
started.
school, the adult education is geared toward late afternoon to accommodate everybody's schedule.
I think.
But they do it during the day so that they can have, you know, because a lot of these adults, they do go to college, so this would be like something that they would
So-
have to do during
Those
the
have to
day.
be
that's
in a
what our
park,
FAU thing said.
because they can do it at Gigi's.
Can they do, because I know that they do it from like, early, like,
some of the
I think
benchmarks that they
9
have.
to 3. And then they have like an answer to if they wanna stay a little longer. They do it from the morning, right? From the morning, like from 9 to
3.
8 to 3, right? 8 to
Yeah.
3.
And some can stay then after that for the programs at Gigi's that they can benefit from.
If you need a location, you definitely can do it in at Gigi's and then just have the teacher to be there. That means Audrey can come and with her therapist.
Would that be available Monday through Friday, 8 to 3?
Yes. Because
I thought we had a problem with that before, didn't we have a problem with
our
that?
programs are only in the afternoon. So they are from 4:30, 5:30, because it's after school. So it's like more like a mini clinics, like mini programs for just 1 hour. So in the morning, we have nothing happening in the morning. Saturdays when we have in the morning, because we have the babies and then we have the music class and all that's happening in the morning, in the afternoon, the whole day. But,
Oh, the benefit would be if we could do it there. I mean, there are some of these things on here that they're teaching, or they could use some of the stuff that Gigi's has, like, I see cooking skills on here. They actually have an oven. I don't think any of our community centers have one, do they?
No,
No.
I think, I like a kitchen.
I think Mary Collins has a little kitchen. I don't know if they have an oven. I don't know, but I think this has come up before. I think like it has to be like in a town.
Yeah,
in a
that's what I
in a
was
town,
thinking.
Not a private
Facility.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be in a town
And
facility.
Yeah.
So,
The only way we could do it at your
no,
place
it's a
is if we,
nonprofit.
if we put an event together, that we were gonna do this on a consistent basis at your place. And if this being it's a Monday through Friday, yeah, there's no way they'll let us
But
do
it's-
that.
yeah.
And also, it's not a private entity, it's a 501c3, so maybe that
It's
can.
not the problem. The problem
No,
is
it
it
has
needs
to
to be
be
used
a
for town stuff.
Yeah.
And especially if the parks and recs, you know, he's not gonna be going to Gigi's, hey, are you doing what you need to do? And, you know, it's, there's,
This has to go in a community center.
The community.
Like
center
have
will be
them come
bigger,
next
so-
meeting then to see like what other.
The logistics of
It's
putting it
less
together.
grief. You get less grief, but it's not a.
All right, then. Well, I like the idea. You guys seem to like it all
Because
too.
the logistic is,
In Dade County Public Schools, trust me.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So I would say.
You're going to get a flyer approved.
I would say then let's motion to move this concept to our September 7th meeting to discuss with Jeremy, and let's invite Jeremy there to discuss so we can move on the next step for it. And
Now
then-
it needs to be sent like ASAP.
And I wanna,
I know he
I think we should invite Miss Audrey as well, to see if she's
Absolutely.
interested in, you know,
Because we have to get her approval before we
Collaborating,
even start this.
because really she will be running that program.
So maybe someone should talk to her first before we bring it to Jeremy.
No, have her come to the meeting too. Plus we'll need to
No,
talk
no,
to her.
what you mean is that address it with Audrey first. What if Audrey says no, and then
No,
you're
we don't
telling,
have anyone to run the.
you don't
program,
want to
we're gonna make
blindside her
Jeremy
at the
come
meeting
for
saying,
nothing.
hey, Jeremy's here.
Right,
But
I
she
mean,
would
I
only
talked
be
to her
running
already, I let
Oh,
her,
okay.
I talked to her already,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's interested.
Okay.
Good.
She
Okay,
wants
that, now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
You
think.
don't want to blindside her in front
I
of
just want her to
everybody.
come and be like, no, I'm not interested, then
Right,
Jeremy's
no,
like,
no,
I'm
no,
not here.
I wouldn't have said to invite her if she didn't show interest.
So let's invite Jeremy and let's invite
agree, you're
Audrey
right.
to our September 7th meeting. And we'll push this, we'll defer this to that next meeting so that we can start building a plan on how to put it together. So the initial thing here is that we all agree that we want to do it. We need to put logistics behind it before we say it's an approved event and allocate our money to it. Agreed?
Agree?
Do we need a motion for that? I don't think we need a motion.
No. You just put it on the agenda for next week, or
Gotcha.
the next meeting, sorry.
All right, I want to say that let's go ahead and take Angel's speech party off because they already had their party. I think they rented space.
Yeah.
Because we.
Oh, I wanted to bring that up about them. Not about them, but, apparently she went to the youth center. And she wanted to reserve the space. And they told her, oh, why don't you contact the special advisory board and see if they want, you know, so you don't have to pay. Oh, I don't know if we should be telling people that, because then everybody's gonna be coming to us like, oh, you know, sponsor this, so we don't have to pay the, so I don't know. I don't know. We told her that, but because I don't wanna be getting phone calls.
for the community, if she's doing a party for the.
It's for all the
special
people that
needs
go to, all the special needs children that go to the therapy center. I know my kids go there,
All the therapy center. Okay.
and the therapy center is in Hialeah.
Yeah.
So they wanted to do it here because most of the people that come
I'm sorry.
from, most of the people that go there are from here. It's one of the first.
It already
for
happened.
what it's-
That's
for what
why I
it's-
laughed as well.
For what it's worth, it's one of the
done.
first therapy
Yeah,
centers.
it already happened, so.
I think we've been there for 5 years, so.
I just,
But
but
that's
I
a good
don't
point.
want
Yeah.
the staff to be
Yes.
saying that, you know, to.
Yeah, oh, you don't want to pay, just come to the board, they'll take care of you.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Because it puts like us in a bad position, like it's not that we don't wanna help, but it sets like a precedent, like of, oh, now everybody that wants to have an event, they're just gonna call the special needs advisory board or any other committee and have them, you know, oh,
Yeah.
this is a committee event, so.
Well, Claricel's now aware, I'm sure she'll be speaking to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's off the list here, so now the rest that's left is webinar training stuff, vocational rehabilitation workshop.
Yes. They have an office here in my place. So this is an organization that gets a lot of money from the government. And a lot of parents do not know what they do, how they can benefit from it. So I think that we should do a workshop. They're very much willing to do it. And invite parents to come and learn about the organization, how, you know, it can help them. So,
What do we have to do?
Is that creative options?
Is this something we're gonna need a
vocational rehab.
space? We're gonna need spaces for it?
yeah,
So let's move it to the 7th and talk to Jeremy about a good space, because he can give us dates, right? While he's
But this
here,
is for a one-time workshop, so.
right.
we still need a date. We still need a date from the Parks and Rec to get it.
Are you
No.
having it here?
No,
we need to have it at like a community center.
Not at town hall.
I mean, if that's available, that's always nice.
Can we do it at town hall?
Usually your workshops are here, no? Or where do you usually have
Well,
your
we
work?
did the one with the attorneys here.
Right.
We,
We've
done
done
it
it
at
Llama
at
Optimist,
yeah,
we've done it on.
like
Optimist
3,
as
I
well,
think we
yeah.
did. If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken.
Okay, that was pre-COVID.
Workshops.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
So,
We can find you a date.
Yeah, it would be nice if it could be here.
All right then, we don't have to wait. Can you get us a date then for that so we can put it on our
Yeah.
calendar?
I'll talk to Tim to see what dates
maybe
are
like a
available.
couple of options, so that
Yeah.
I send them a couple of dates and they can.
This is for the animation classes?
No, this is for the vocational.
rehab.
Oh, vocational rehab, got it.
They could also, I don't know if I think 2 weeks might be enough. I don't know. Did you speak to Sandy? Is that when you spoke to her? No, me too. I can barely remember her.
Yeah.
Okay, because she told me, I think for her to like, that she would be also willing to come to like one of our meetings. So maybe, I don't know if we can ask her to come so she can tell us, and then like that we can make a flyer to then promote it and like know exactly what to put on there, you know, according to what they're able to speak on or something. I don't know.
I agree. Again, I stress what the next meeting is gonna be is creating plans of what we wanna do. And then all the follow-up that comes with it, because we have to do all that. I mean, you know, we're used to just saying, let's do something. But now we gotta think about where is it, when is it, how is it, what are we gonna have there? Are we gonna have our table there? Who's gonna work it? We gotta put that stuff together, which we've never done before.
Yeah, be
so-
more specific because we would vote for a lot of things and then, okay, so who's
Who's
coming?
gonna do it?
So I don't know, I mean, it would be nice if she could come, if, I mean, we could still do the workshop regardless. Even if she can't come, I mean, this workshop is gonna be very beneficial. I mean, very, very, and now, I mean, it starts at 14, so, you know, it's not like they have to wait till they're adults, so a lot of them, they can already get, how do you say, it, registered, and they could already start doing things. They could already start looking like what they like, and then, and now at schools, they changed it. Before, they used to start asking the kids when they have IEPs at 14, like, oh, what they want to do in the future. Now they're starting it at 12 or 7th grade, whichever happens first. So that's something really good too, and then they can get on the list with VR. So this is very good, and like Vivian was saying, they actually get millions of dollars, like they get a lot of money, and whatever they don't use, they send back. And I remember one time we heard an exuberant
send
amount
back?
of money. They have to because it's government funded, so they send back an exuberant amount of money when so many people can benefit from it. So this is like, this would be huge if we're able to, you know, let
then-
other families know about this. You know, we always want resources as parents. This is like way up there in that
Is this a
list.
monthly type event or a bi-monthly?
No, just like a one-time workshop, because like I said, they have their office here in Miami Lakes. So, you know, once the parents have like all the contact information and everything, if they need extra,
I would
How?
say do it more than one time, because only some parents might show up, the other ones might not. We want to do it again, give them another chance. It doesn't have to be like
It'd be
every
like
month,
quarterly.
Yeah,
quarterly.
yeah, we could.
I like that. Quarterly.
you can see what kind of turnout they have.
I would
What
definitely
about an
wanna have it maybe in like 2 months if possible, just so that we can really share and hopefully get like a really big number. Because when we do events, like, okay, next month, like sometimes, and something like this, I think it's so crucial for so many families. I mean, they even help with school. They can even modify a vehicle if a person cannot drive themselves. Like, you know, without an adaptive vehicle, like to that extreme. I've heard of a conversion they did. It was a $70,000 conversion. So imagine how much. I mean, this is huge. I'm sorry, I got a little too
Yeah.
excited.
Let's-
But this is big. So it would be nice, you know,
A
to
date in
give it
October?
time. I think so. Isn't October Disability Awareness Month?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that would be.
October. We'd like a date in October, please. Do we have to do anything to get, to say yes to this? Because I think we're pretty much yes on it.
I would like to maybe allocate some money to have like some snacks bottles of water.
Usual 200?
Yeah.
I say let's do more, and if anything, we use less. Just in case, like, what if we get like a good turnout, because we would do like, would this be like an Eventbrite type of
I would
event?
recommend that it.
Because I was gonna, yeah,
that it
because
be-
that would be nice, because then like that, they see that it's more, we can have a better idea of the number. So then we don't have to come back and be like, okay, we need more money for food.
Now that I'm thinking, now you put my event hat on, being at the town hall, could we get the town to say this is the town of Miami Lakes with the Special Needs Advisory Board presenting?
Yeah, we always say, yeah, we
Yeah,
always say that.
well,
Kind of relates to
they always
special
say
needs
that.
advisory board, yeah.
So it makes it look
Never
like,
just us.
well, what I mean.
Us
is-
by ourselves.
What I mean is like, you have,
Forget the town.
We are-
here's
we
a
are the
special
town.
needs event going on, and this is a huge town event with the Special Needs Advisory Board. You get my saying?
Yes,
Like,
yes,
so that
yes.
everybody looks
Yes,
and
of
goes,
course.
oh, the city's putting on this huge event, we need to go. So like, it being a town hall, it makes it a huge event.
Right.
So October, we need a date in October, 400?
I'd say let's do 500,
Okay,
and
500.
if we don't need to spend it, we don't.
And that's coming out of what?
That would be definitely community awareness. Actually, it could be the workshops too.
Yeah,
Training.
workshops.
No,
And
training,
a training
training,
workshop,
that's what I
we need a
meant.
training.
Okay, I would like to make a motion that we go forward with the vocational rehabilitation workshop as presented by Vivian in October with a date to be announced soon from our friends over at the town, and a budget of $500 for food from the training bucket out of our buckets.
I second.
All those in favor? Motion passes. Animation classes.
All right, so the cultural affairs, hold on. my notes are over here. The Miami-Dade County Cultural Affairs Department has a all kids included program for they have a dance class, an art class, they have an animation class. But it cuts off at 21. So, I have been in talks with them to start a class for 21 and over here in Miami Lakes. One of the autism moms from the Hope for Autism group, she works there. So, that's how I had that connection. And, so they would provide the laptops, the instructor, they would provide everything. Except, that we would have to provide the space. So,
So all we have to do is provide space?
and we could be like the first municipality to offer that program. A 21 and over animation class.
Well, Jeremy will be at our meeting in 2 weeks. You want to defer this to then and have him give us a date?
Right, I would like to,
Who provides the classes?
The cultural affair.
Miami-Dade
Miami-Dade
County
County.
Cultural Affairs.
Isn't the youth
Department.
part, the center there, like it's a technology center?
It's a youth center.
Oh, no, they use it for gaming, that's why.
But they provide the laptops, like they
Mhm.
bring everything.
So we can do it at any
they-
center.
Yeah,
Actually, there's like a little video that they sent me. Which is what kept going off, because I'm so bad with technology.
And they're
you wanna
really
do a
good.
class?
We actually went to an event of All Kids Included. They had they were showcasing the arts and the different, it was really nice. Because they not only had dance, they had also it was like a show and they had little puppets, but through a video, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was someone was reading it, but they were acting it, and then they had little things, and then they would go to the other one and they would dress up and it was very, very unique. I had never seen something like that. So they have a lot, and they had a very good turnout too, so.
It sounds good to me. So we'll put it into our,
That's like their- That's how you make it.
Yes.
Morning. this is the one they did for COVID. Not the one I wanted to show.
Good. How are you?
Welcome to Virtual Animation Gets Real 2021 Miami Week 1. Yay. Oh, it's gonna be great. You guys are gonna have a lot of fun.
And I'm really excited to meet all of you and see what we create together. Let's go.
Fast forward a little bit, so you can see.
Oh, that's cool.
So they bring like that cart with the laptops, they bring everything, so. These are some of the other programs, because they have music, art,
But we're gonna do the animation side, right?
we're gonna do the
Yeah,
animation.
Cool.
And for 21 and over, or?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so we're gonna defer that
For
to
the
the
adults.
September 7th meeting. And we'll get some dates from Jeremy, so we can have a place reserved. And we'll start working on some publications for it, so we can let people know that we're gonna be doing it and stuff like that.
Right.
Because this is another one of those that we need to, did they handle the signups for it? That would be my only question. You can bring it to the next meeting. My only question would be is who handles the signups? If they handle the signups and we just promote it,
Well, what they told me is that they would do like a, kind of like not an orientation, but like an open house.
open house.
Like an open house, to see like how many people are interested and do the signups and, you know, kind of showcase what the class would be about and see. So they would do that, but obviously we also have to provide the space.
That's easy to do.
And about how many?
Um,
Are they gonna put a cap on it? Are we gonna put a cap on it?
yeah, there's a cap on it, I think.
Because now it's in person on Zoom, that's a different story.
Maybe like 8 or 9.
Yeah, it can't be a lot. It can't be a lot because there's only one instructor. And if we have a lot of people, then we would have to like hire additional.
So let's start by doing the creation of the open house and have everybody come out and see it. We'll do a flyers about it and information on it. And then after we meet with them again and say, here's what we have, here's what people have signed up, we can go from there. We can put a date on that after that. So tomorrow, on
The 7th.
the 7th, we can create the,
Well, actually, before we get ahead of ourselves, I just wanted to make sure that you guys were okay with this. Now I need to go back to them and
And
to
get
see
more
like
details.
what the next step is.
yeah, we're.
Because I think they kind of like do most of the work, which.
Which is nice.
Which is great. So, and all we have to do is provide the space and,
Money,
and no, they don't.
No,
only a space?
just the
Yeah,
space.
it's just a space.
I was thinking
They
if there was anything
provide
else,
the-
we would
yeah.
provide maybe, or if we could provide an
I mean, I had asked them.
promotion.
Yeah, and I had asked them, all they need is like the Wi-Fi, which is their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we have Wi-Fi in all our buildings.
And, you know, they said if anything, like we could donate like the jump drives.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's not.
No, not at all, especially in bulk.
With the town logo.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh.
Fancy,
Look
fancy.
at her coming out with
So, you know, if you guys are okay with it, then I can go back to them and then we can like move on to the next step.
You guys okay with it?
Yes, yes.
We're okay with it.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it.
Okay.
You have permission. All right, final one, state ID. Mobile center.
Yes, we had spoken about this a while ago, about having,
Flow. Florida license on wheels. That's what it's
Right.
called.
Oh,
yes,
cool.
at one of the town events, you know, don't we do like a safety fair or like
We do the health fair,
or the health fair, like one of those events
That's in March, right?
Where-
Usually in March.
February, March, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
where we could have that and, you know, people with special needs can come and, you know, not have to make like a huge line.
They were here at the library, like two months ago, maybe. Yeah,
So I don't know, I just know it's something we've been talking about it for a while and I thought we should revisit if there's like a big town event.
Now, would it be good to do it with a town event or do it with like a,
I
maybe a
know.
smaller scale event?
Yeah, like the health fair. or
Exactly,
the-
yeah, like something like that, because
You wanted to do
when
it
you
the
said
youth
big,
fair,
I was
Wasn't it?
thinking.
Was that what you said, the youth fair? That hasn't happened yet, has it?
No.
Youth,
For-
not youth fair. The thing that our youth group does, they have that event. I think they got canceled, didn't it? They do some big youth thing over at the youth center every year. And then all I remember is that he said that they weren't sure they were gonna do it. Like some big event at the youth center at Minor Lakes.
The open house for our programs, maybe?
I think so, something like,
That
they
I
said
don't
it's one of the,
remember.
they said it's one of their busiest events.
Yeah, but it wasn't at the youth center, that was actually held at Roberto Lago. And it happened already, August 6th.
Oh, so we missed it.
No, I was there.
Were you
That
there?
table and
Yeah, but they weren't there. That was where we wanted to have them, wasn't it?
Oh, you
No.
did go with the table? Ooh, tell us about it. I mean,
No, I mean, the turnout wasn't as, as good as other years, but it was good, it was good.
Yeah, they were here June 3rd at the library.
It looks terrible. All right, so then let's put that on our September 2nd.
We have to reach out to one of our state representatives. to Help us with that.
I have a meeting with Fabricio tomorrow.
There we go. So if you can get an idea of how we do it, and the 7th, we can put it on a date. We'll have
I
all
would
the calendar.
love to do like how SBAC does it, that they do it by appointment. That way there's no waiting time. because the thing is that-
Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm that
Right, that's the
little.
whole point, is because when you go to a DMV or something, it's like, yeah, it's hard for,
and even though you have an appointment, you're there sometimes.
yeah.
No, and now
There's
it's
a lot of-
only appointment, no walk-ups at all,
There's a lot of people and there's,
and it's over a month away.
anxiety provoking.
It's delayed. I can watch myself play with myself.
So.
That's your
all right,
comment
well,
about the
I'll
hair.
ask our representatives tomorrow.
Okay, we're gonna move that to the 7th. Is that
I will
okay?
give you guys an update of, I'll find out tomorrow.
Okay. All right, that goes, we've gotten through our agenda, ladies and gentlemen. We finally finished an agenda. So now when we come back next week or then in 2 weeks to do our event, all that's gonna be on there is event stuff. We're caught up, plus gala, and we'll be able to put all that. Is there any announcements from the team here?
I have an announcement. I'm sorry that we haven't found anybody to fill the position of your liaison. We've made modifications to the job description in hopes that we do get some interest. We're kind of moving away from somebody that is maybe like in a social work field or a teacher, somebody that knows more about events, that can coordinate calendars, that a board liaison or a community liaison is what we're looking for. So keep that in mind. If you have anybody that is interested in being the liaison to this committee and the mental health task force, which hasn't kicked off because we don't have a liaison, I'd appreciate you sharing the job description with them. It's on our website. I know it's just a few hours, but it could be supplemental for somebody that already is working. So
Where on the website?
if you scroll all the way down, there's a blue button that says jobs on the town's website. You click there and then all of our job openings are listed there.
Yeah, I'm applying for the one that says mayor.
That's every 4 years and you've got some time to go.
Now that you said that, when I was looking for the community programs, it said to reach out to Katia. I'm like, okay, it's on the website. I should have taken a screenshot.
Well, we are redoing our website,
Okay.
so
I'm like,
that website has like thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of pages that are just kind of like,
Broken links and.
oh, it's.
Well, then,
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah.
I think that pretty much does it, folks. I would like to make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes at 7:27 PM. Meeting is over. Thank you for your patience.